everybody. How y'all doing? We back, and welcome to If You Like It, I Love It. It is your favorite candy lady, MrsiCandi. Got Cairo Jace just walked in the building. And I got my girl Karma Fox.
Hello, black people. How are you?
And we're doing our hot topic segment, guys. You have an hour of us talking smack about everything that's happening in the social media news, sometimes the news, sometimes Facebook streets, sometimes the TikTok streets. We talking about it because y'all liked it. So we loved it. So here we go. We about to get in. Let's just start with our praise report. Karma, what are you praising the Lord for today?
Well, one, y'all know I'm done with school.
Done with school. Come on. Celebrate.
So my diploma will be in the mail. And I'll be starting my grad school in January. So I'm no longer provisionally accepted because I met the requirements. I'm in there like somewhere. So that will be my praise report that I'm still sitting high on the sky about because I couldn't give it to y'all last week. So I'm giving it to y'all.
Yes.
We did that.
Excited about this. Y'all remember when we first started doing this, she was trying to get in school. She was trying to get in school. And now, look at God. Like,
God don't be playing about me. And I don't be playing about him. And that's
I love that. So my praise report is also based on grades as well. My baby girl, she had been struggling in school for midterm first quarter, and she had 3 weeks to get them grades up, and she did. She brought up 3 F's up to 3 F's to 3 B's in 3 weeks. Come on,
now, some water.
I had to put the fear of the Lord on her. And do some serious parenting, but we got it done. We got it done. So I'm very proud of you, baby girl. I'm so proud of you. Keep that up because we know you can do it now. So just keep it up. Okay, love you. All right.
Great.
Okay, so let's just get into these hot topics because it is some stuff I want y'all to know. My girl Sexyy Red is pregnant. Did y'all know that? She's pregnant. She's having a baby. Y'all. Look at that baby bump. She said she had been holding it in, y'all. She had been sucking the gut and the baby juice in, so you ain't know it. But she is pregnant. She announced her pregnancy, and people are speculating that it is Drake's baby, which I think is hilarious. I really didn't buy that. Like, nah, but you never know. It could be Drake's baby. I won't be surprised if it is. So, yeah, congratulations. That ain't even no shade. Like, for real, congratulations to Sexyy Red on that. I think that is, that's fun. You know, if she likes it, I love it.
Next.
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to show some support. We celebrate it first, baby.
Girl, next, y'all got to December 31st. Oh, my mama. Next.
You know what? That wasn't a bad update on Sexyy Red. That was just she announced her pregnancy. I ain't even said nothing bad.
Listen, I want that little girl as far. You know what's as much as I keep blocking like fan pages. The stuff still comes on my timeline on Facebook. Like, I just can't get away from like the Sexyy Red commentary, the Blue and Krishan, the Jada. Like, I can't get out of here. I can't get out of here. I unblocked so many like fan pages that be sharing it, and they still come.
You know what I do? I muted the Jada Pinkett, and I can't get out of it. I muted that. I muted it. Like, I was really like, okay. And the reason I muted because of the jokes, right? It ain't even the stuff that she doing. Like, they starting to joke about everything Jada Pinkett Smith, like Will Smith ain't even her kids. Or to like they just said, okay, I'm like, okay, I don't want to be in this. I don't even want to be in the jokes. I don't want to be a part of nothing.
I need Facebook to get on my TikTok algorithm because, like, once I get out of something, and you can like 3 videos on TikTok, and it's out of your algorithm, like you don't see it.
Yeah.
Facebook is like, I can't get out of here. I can't get out of here.
It ain't even just that. It's people, because people know to send it to me like, look at this. Look. I'm like, don't send me nothing else about her. I don't want to know. Karma is gonna read the book.
I'm gonna read the book. Listen, I got Will's book. You know, I read the first 2 chapters. I'm gonna get through it. I just want to knock it out. I'm gonna knock it out to give y'all my analysis. I'm gonna even highlight some good parts on it so I can have some balanced commentary on it. But I'm gonna knock it out. But I can tell y'all this: Will done told half their business. That is out that y'all keep saying she brought to the red table. Mm-hmm. It was already in here, and this came out 2 years prior.
Okay.
I'm just saying, everybody, Jada always talking. He already said it.
Tasha said, I love me some Will. I don't care.
But I'm just saying, the critiques, I gave a very balanced critique on both ends. And all I'm saying is one of the main critiques with Jada is that she ran her mouth and talked too much. This man is already saying it. He already spilling the tea. The tea that has already been spilled, and then she added to. So, you know, and then I hear on the Facebook streets, they might be doing something together. Let me tell y'all something. After I read this and Jada, I'm out.
We don't want no co-books.
I'm out.
I don't want no more. I don't want no more, y'all. Listen, Will and Jada.
I got a stack of books coming on Sunday. I got to knock out. So I got to finish this by tomorrow because I'm done. I got some actual books I want to read. And
this stuff to read, okay?
This really ain't one of them, girl. This really ain't one of them.
Okay. All right, let's have a little bit of fun. Real quick. You're throwing a comedy party, right? Give me your 3 that you want to have at your comedy party.
Richard Pryor.
Okay.
Bernie Mac.
Okay.
Ooh, Jesus! This is the hard one. I'm gonna go with. See, this the thing we talking about in their prime.
In their prime. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Eddie Murphy in his prime.
Okay.
And I feel like all the other greats on here would agree with that.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, I feel like everybody else gives their flowers to those 3.
Yeah.
You know, it was real hard. And Dave Chappelle and Kat in their prime was just for me. Yeah. They were it. Okay, who's yours?
Okay, so y'all don't take my black card. Okay, do not take my black card.
Revolt, because you said.
And it's okay, because if you try to take my black card, you know I have a whole bunch of black cards to replace with. Okay, I got a whole bunch of them. So if you take one, look, Karma, I'm gonna just grab another one.
Fraud. We're gonna take you for fraud. Who's your 3? Because anytime you get a disclaimer, that's how you be knowing somebody want to say some bullshit, right? Listen, I think you're cute. What? Like anytime you hear some shit.
Right. Because I'm not trying to take away from any great whatever, right? But for me personally, Richard Pryor is a legend. He is a legend. I have watched movies growing up, watching movies, but I have never watched a stand-up comedy of Richard Pryor's, right? I have never seen one. I've seen hella movies. Yeah. So I can't put Richard Pryor up there because I've never seen a stand-up. I've just seen him in movies. And I've seen him in a ton of movies, but I've never seen his stand-up. So I can't. I've seen clips of stand-up, like, you know what I mean? You know how they got like old clips showing on like TikTok or, you know, whatever, like back in the day. I would see that, but I've never seen it. So I can't do that. But that makes me be like, damn, I need to actually see some Richard Pryor stand-up. So I'm probably gonna be trying to
find Richard Pryor and Paul Mooney, because Paul Mooney would have been having a field day.
I've seen Paul Mooney though. I have seen Paul Mooney, and he ain't on there because Paul Mooney was funny as hell. I did see some Paul Mooney stand-up.
I might have picked Paul Mooney before Eddie Murphy. That's just because Paul Mooney used to, our little friends, he used to tear. Oh my God, he used to tear them up. That used to be so funny.
Paul Mooney, I do.
So I love me some Paul Mooney.
So this is what I'm gonna have to do before next show. is do some research and actually watch some Richard.
Okay, but who your top three?
So
but who your top three?
My top three would have to be Bernie Mac, Eddie Murphy, and Cat Williams. That's my top three.
I don't think Cat is a bad pick. I don't think Cat in his prime is a bad pick at all.
No, but I'm saying I would have picked Richard. Richard is like a legend. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand why Richard is higher than
somebody done picked. You done picked Kevin. Lord Jesus.
I would definitely not pick no Kevin.
I feel like even Kevin's, for me, his funniest stand-ups were his first two.
Kevin over Bernie?
Like Kevin's first two, which was Grown Little Man and what was Okay. Those two was, to me, Kevin's peak for me. Like after that, nothing was as them too.
But over Bernie Mac, not Bernie Mac. I'm sorry, Bernie Mac. Like, for me, Bernie Mac is the funniest one up there. Like, because I haven't seen Richard Pryor. Bernie Mac was hilarious.
I'm gonna say it because it need to be said. Kings of Comedy wouldn't even have been it if Bernie didn't close that look down.
Right. Bernie had me crying. I mean, even on that Comedy Jam, Bernie Mac was
to this day. I have Kings of Comedy on my prime, and I literally fast forwarded
just to get to Bernie.
And I still laugh. Like I have never heard that jokes before. I feel like the older I get, the more they hit. Because when it first came out, I ain't had no kids. I was little. And now that I have them, they're even funnier. Like jumping on my damn couch.
When it first came out, some of them jokes went over my head. But now that I'm like, I have lived life, I be like, oh shit. Like, yes. Bernie Mac was a funny MF for y'all. I promise you. Bernie Mac.
Milk and cookies. Like you, that I got kids. Oh, Bernie. Okay, Vito Kevin put in Bernie. Okay, now we rocking. We rocking. Bernie, that Comedy Jam to Kings of Comedy was just, even his show.
Yeah, Bernie Mac
was the best.
When he would sit there and do that commentary on the Bernie Mac show.
I like the Steve Harvey show. I would put Bernie Mac show, then Steve Harvey show, and I ain't watched the other two.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, but yeah, Bernie.
I ain't watched the Hugh Gleason, and I ain't watched that Cedric show either. And he had a couple of shows.
He had a show. He had one. Ooh. He had his own show.
Who, Cedric?
He had his own?
He had two shows.
On his own?
Yes. Cedric had two shows.
The front door.
No, three, because he got the neighborhood now with Tashina. He 3 shows. Cedric, he got a show now that airs now called The Neighborhood. Now that show's funny. That show's funny. The one show where he was like the preacher, I didn't watch that. And then the Cedric the Entertainer show, I didn't watch that. But he's had some shows. Cedric begin shows. But The Neighborhood has had some seasons. That's still going.
Is it, Lord?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to watch the Kings of Comedy again though, so I can see if they jokes, because Bernie Mac, like everybody else, I don't even remember their jokes. Bernie Mac, let's just talk about milk and cookies.
House down. And his last monologue when he said we use mother as a noun, verb, like everything about his set was just phenomenal from start to finish. Phenomenal.
When he was on Def Comedy Jam, he came out, he was like, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. It's just like, he came out like, I love Bernie Mac.
They set that up the way that they needed to, that's for sure. Bernie definitely was a closer, for sure.
I love Bernie. So, yeah, that's it. I want to give y'all a little bit of fun. Okay, so let's go into this topic right here, y'all. Y'all know Funny Marco. Funny Marco is somebody I actually discovered him on TikTok. He was doing like pranks. He would walk up to people and do like weird stuff to prank them, regular people. He has a YouTube channel where he interviews like celebrities, and the interview style is always really like weird. Like he be serious and he asks them like some crazy questions, but they know what they get when they're getting Funny Marco. Like it's like you know what you're getting when you come into this interview. And it's all in fun. They ain't ever like bad or bullying or nothing like that. It's all in fun. And I like his interview style. I really do. Because he do ask some questions that you be like, yes, please. Because don't waste our time. Ask them some questions. Like he did one with Jocelyn Hernandez where he was getting her. He did one with Suki. He was getting in the Suki. Like it's always like
hilarious.
Yes. His interview styles is all really, really good. I want him to interview the girl who's pregnant that Karma don't want to talk about because I think he would have a great interview with her.
He did.
Did it air? Because I know I saw an interview with her where she was talking about what she
the baby daddies and her taking the calls.
They never showed the full interview, just clips.
I don't know. I didn't go watch the full clips, but the clips I saw was hilarious. So I know they had something.
I was like, I want to see the whole thing, but I've never seen the whole like interview, even on his like YouTube channel, because I was going to see it. Because I wanted, when I saw what song she said she was singing at church, I was like, what? Let me see this interview. But I've never seen the whole. I'll probably look after this to see if it actually ever came out. But he never like released it. Well, he interviewed these two gentlemen here, y'all. And who are these guys? G Herbo and what's the other one's name? You don't know their name?
Southside, I think.
Southside and G Herbo. Yes, okay. I don't know these guys. Rappers, I think. I don't know them. But he interviewed them, and the interview goes left, and it gets a little bit disrespectful to me. I'm gonna show y'all a clip, and we're gonna talk about it. Let's watch.
I like what you put together though. Like, I like the way you put your bedroom together and made this shit like, like a show.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Hold my cup, man. I'll give you a job. Hold it.
God damn, that's a quadruple shot.
Yeah. Let me take some. Hurry up, nigga.
There you go. He here.
Hey, hold that to the end of the interview. I got you, my brother. This is good. Oh, he said, I remember you need me.
Huh?
Yeah. You need me. Yeah. I technically do. Yeah. But I don't. Hold this one, too.
Got you, Tony.
Fucking goofy. You need both of us. Yeah. Oh, that was disrespectful. I'm sorry. I get my suit, nigga.
That shit nappy already, bro.
Listen. I need y'all to know, like, look. Come on. No, I know. Come on. It's now we good. I really respect him. This is my brother. It's no disrespect, but it's like he's so fucking. He drunk. Yeah, he drunk. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, no, I never. No, you good. I would never. No, you good. Yeah. This guy, bro. Yep. 100,
100,
100, Boy, call me,
I'm still unsure if this was scripted or I'm just very confused.
No, because Funny Marco, he came out with a statement on Twitter, and he said, I know y'all upset about the interview. I am too. And y'all upset about me actually airing it, but I felt like it happened, so I should show it. And then he also said something like, we just gonna let it go, move on to the past. I learned my lesson, I'm gonna move on. So one clip that I didn't get to upload was Funny Marco had a watch on, and the guy with the tattoos on his face like threw it and smashed it. Now they're saying it was a $30,000 watch. The thing is, they're saying both of them dudes was really, really drunk, but I don't give two shits about what you was drinking. They were being like extremely disrespectful. Like, number one, he threw that drink in his face, and then I guess it dawned on him that wasn't right, because he did be like, oh, that was disrespectful. Instead of my bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would never. But you did it. How you gonna say you would never when you did? You threw a cup in his face. Like, that's crazy. But the worst part is smashing this man's watch. Like, why would you think that's a? Let me see something. Hold on. Let me try to find. What do you think about that though? Like, if we were doing an interview and that happened, girl, what would we like? Huh?
I tell you, this would never be aired. It would be in the vault for legal purposes because it'd never get aired. It would never get aired. For me, it wouldn't get aired. I'm not about to have me as no meme across somebody. No, it'll never be aired. I might have given an account or stated, but I personally wouldn't have aired. That's too humiliating to me to be throwing drinks in my face. So
Yeah.
shout out to Funny Marco, because I mean it is his story to tell. So if he wants to do that, cool. But yikes. Have him and the tattoo guy released a statement or said anything or done any interviews that we know of to speak to them?
I think they were upset that he released it. They were more so upset. Like, why would you release that knowing we was drunk like that? Why would you come to an interview drunk like that? Like, I'm sick of people not wanting to hold themselves accountable for their behavior. You know what I mean? Like, you knew you had an interview. This was scheduled. So why would you come that drunk when you can't control yourself? And let me, okay, I think I might have found the video to watch. Let me see if I can share it and we can watch it together. But me, girl, ain't no way. Like,
I told you we can't be on no reality show. And it's just certain celebrities we just never need to interview. Like we just gonna look and observe and be like, nah, we couldn't, because that can't be us.
Is it sharing? Let's see. Am I sharing it? Is it up?
Yeah, it's up.
Okay. All right, let's try to play this. Let's see what happens. Hopefully this is the right one.
All right, let's get it. I'm giving you more respect than you deserve. So it's like I'm coming. Damn. Oh, that's a piece of shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nasho, and welcome to Coolin' TV.
Oh,
man, this one kind of messed up.
We appreciate you, Coolin' TV. I just want the clip. Hold on, let's see. Because, you know, they be liking to talk. I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
You know, with the producer Southside. And
oh, he's a producer. That's good. Maybe I should watch
it. To bring G Herbo. And, you know, they had a lot to drink. They was drinking on the show. And if you go watch the interview, y'all, shout out to Funny Marco, by the way. If you watch the interview,
you gonna give us the
rules and shit to their little brother, bro. It's like on a whole nother. They edited it out. I'm pretty sure it was a lot of, you know.
I should have pre-watched this, y'all, but I couldn't get the actual.
They shitting on you the whole interview. Come on, man. But you know, Funny Marco kept it all good, professional, and he had to say this on Twitter after the fact when people got all mad. He said, "I understand a lot of y'all mad about the interview. I was upset while it was going on, but I understand I got a job to do. And one thing about me, I respect people on my show. I didn't want to match their energy. It's so many L's I took on my journey. I wish I could show. I don't hide anything. So I feel it was only right to put the episode out myself and just learn from that episode and move on. Thank who support me. It's a mindset thing." So, you know, he real professional. He decided to put the interview out himself. He probably had a thought of not putting it out, but I think it was good that he put it out. You know, it showed a lot of people, you know, what Funny Marco can do, and it got a lot of views. So I know he ain't tripping. But man, $30,000 watch, you gonna break my watch, shit on my interview, the whole thing. And it's safe to say that he cut off G Herbo and Southside, all right? In this tweet, shout out to Say Cheese, by the way. In his latest tweet.
Okay, whatever. Thank you to Coolin' TV. I ain't gonna search because that's gonna be too much. But we know I did see like a clip on Instagram. I just didn't screen save it or nothing like that, where they was like he threw the watch on the ground and then picked it up and smashed it. Like, why would you do that? Have you ever been that drunk where you were reckless like that?
I mean, in my early 20s, something about Tanqueray used to have me a little boop, boop, boop. So I don't drink that stuff now. However, it really doesn't matter whether you under the influence or not. You're responsible for your actions. And I think that was extremely unprofessional of them to come on his platform and act as such, to be that inebriated, that's the way that you act. So hopefully they have reimbursed him with interest for that watch. But yeah, that I don't know if I have that type of restraint, y'all. I just don't. I just really, really don't. So I'm working on it. But like that type of disrespect, and it be so fast. It's like your mind sometimes can't even hold it together. Like I'm very glad that Funny Marco was able to be able to maintain his professionalism, because like I said, it's one thing if somebody cuss you out on the phone and you on customer service, you can hit mute, do whatever, but somebody throwing drinks and smashing watches in your face is just a different type of processing. And I might have initially reacted like I don't know. But for me, I would never interview that man again. He couldn't even come on my platform to apologize.
Never, yeah. That's okay. So do you think the watch breaking is the breaking point, or do you think the cup being thrown in the face was enough?
Girl, whether the chicken or the egg came first, the ass whooping would have been the same for me.
Yeah, okay.
It really wouldn't have mattered which one it was. For me, the disrespect would have probably made me black out for a second.
Okay.
And I think a lot of average people would have blacked out for a second because you threw a cup.
For what purpose, too? Like, I don't understand why. He was like, hold this the rest of the interview. Like, you just, okay. Man. Next topic.
I would have been canceled that interview. I also think that when he says lesson learned, I wonder if one of the lessons that he got from that is that if somebody is walking on your set already in that state, you can go ahead and cancel the interview for that day.
Right. And also, where is your security? Where is your people? Like,
he probably's never needed any. Like,
not security, but like his team. He got camera people. He got other people that be there, managers. Like, you know, because I've seen like when he did Suki, you saw his people that was behind the scenes doing stuff too. You saw other people. So where is his people? Because even for me, like my camera guy, you know, Willie, my camera, Vernell, they're not gonna let somebody throw something at me and it's just that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna let that happen. They gonna either grab old boy, like, hold on, cuz, what you doing?
Well, maybe you should wear a hat next time and throw it in the air.
There you go. Something, cuz
he didn't do the back call, I guess.
I was like, where his team at? Because when they threw the cup at him, it would have been interview over. Like, you know what? And that's a wrap. We're gonna wrap this up. You guys, thank you for coming. You know what I'm saying? I would have ended it. It would have been over. Like, we're not even gonna continue after that shit. No.
We also don't know what type of conversation he had with his team prior. Like I said, I'm sure he walked onto the set already inebriated a little bit. So who knows if he told them, like, you know, no matter how this interview goes, just keep filming. We don't know what type of prep talk he had with the team or whatnot. Right. I don't know. I just know I cannot.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not built for that. I'm not built for that either. And then honestly, the people that don't play about me, they ain't built for that either.
You know, I don't even like celebrities for real. So that would have been a double I don't play. Double I don't play.
Yes. So yeah. All right. DJ Envy is in the news. Karma sent me this video and I did not watch it. I've heard about what's going on with Envy. So we're going to watch this video together and then we're going to talk about it. So let's just talk about it. Y'all know DJ Envy. He's one of the DJ and host of The Breakfast Club, which is based out in New York. And he's been doing that for a long time with Charlamagne the God and Angela Yee, who's no longer on the show. And they're trying to shop for a new female guest, I guess. I mean, female host, I guess. But let's just watch and see what's going on because they're saying that he might be going to jail. So let's see what's up.
I'm not a lawyer, but I just read the court docs regarding DJ Envy and this real estate scam, and I'm going to break it down for you. The lawsuit was filed by Anthony Barone and Anthony Martini. Barone and Martini are suing Jennifer and Cesar Pena, as well as DJ Envy and two companies that I'm going to tell you about in the video. Let's start with the first company. According to the lawsuit, Martini agreed to purchase a 25% stake in a 50-unit apartment complex called the Taylor Apartments. Martini's understanding was that his investment of $300,000 would be to cover any overages and operating costs until all of the units in the apartment complex were sold or rented. Still, sometime in 2019, Anthony Barone had lunch with DJ Envy and Cesar. At this lunch, according to the lawsuit, DJ Envy and Cesar began promoting the Taylor Apartments to Barone. Barone was investing. The lawsuit claims that DJ Envy and Cesar give a tour of one of their joint projects to Barone. They're telling Barone how successful the project has been. After that tour, Barone is all in. He agrees to invest $500,000 in the Taylor Apartments, with the understanding that his money would be used to cover construction costs and operating costs until all of the units were sold or rented. The promise was that the project would be completed in early 2021 and would generate a net profit of over $900,000 a year. Barone sends his $500,000, and soon after, Caesar tells him because of COVID, there are now construction delays. Over a year and a half passes, and Caesar tells Barone that construction was finally beginning. Around this same time, Caesar is telling Martini that, quote, guys are there working nonstop. The foundation was done and plumbing was finishing. By this point, Caesar introduces another project to both Martini and Barone. It's called Flip to DAO, and it's a crypto investment opportunity that would allow people to use crypto and credit cards to own shares of real estate. Caesar shares with them a pitch deck. It says that Flip to DAO is being led by a specific group of people, and DJ Envy was included in that group of people. After some back and forth, Barone wires over $300,000 as an investment into Flip to DAO. About 2 weeks later, Caesar goes on The Breakfast Club with DJ Envy. DJ Envy speaks about the many seminars he's hosted with Caesar and how so many people often ask how they can invest with DJ Envy and Caesar. Caesar goes into Flip to DAO and tells the audience that if they want to invest, this is the way to do it. So fast forward to May of 2023, a man named Tony the Closer Robinson made some posts on Instagram alleging that DJ Envy and the Pinas were running a $13 million Ponzi scheme. Barone sees the post and calls DJ Envy to ask him about it. DJ Envy denied all involvement with Flip to DAO. So then Barone starts calling all of the other members from that pitch deck, and all of them denied involvement with Flip to DAO. So Barone demands all of his money that he invested into the Taylor Apartments and into Flip to DAO. According to this lawsuit, the money has yet to be returned. Oh, and as of June 2023, this is the current condition of the Taylor apartment project. Okay, so the causes of action in this lawsuit are violation of rights to inspect books and records, violation of the Consumer Fraud Acts, and this next cause of action is aiding and abetting, and it's specifically against DJ Envy and some other unknown people, and it's because Barone and Martini allege that DJ Envy used his public likeness and influence to give the impression of legitimacy when it comes to the Pinas and these businesses, and he got people to invest in a real estate scam that he promoted. So this is just one of the lawsuits that's in connection to the Pinas and this whole real estate thing. But DJ Envy has filed a lawsuit against Tony the Closer Robinson because he says he defamed and slandered his name. DJ Envy also spoke out on The Breakfast Club this morning.
Now, Caesar, if he took money, I wasn't privy to it, nor did I even know. But for anybody to say I was involved, that's totally not true.
I could be wrong, but I didn't see nobody accusing you of taking money. I just saw them say that they met Caesar because they heard you talking about Caesar.
Nah, they basically said I was privy to it, and that wasn't true.
Be careful where you put your money.
Okay. That sounds like one of them movie situations. Like, like, do you think Envy is actually a part of the scheme?
You know what it's giving me is giving a little bit of Fry Festival.
Yeah,
jumped on
that. Yeah,
he was like, I didn't know. I don't know. I'm kind of giving Fry Festival feel like maybe there was some legitimacy that Envy might have started promoting him. I tell you this, one of the things too that I think even we have to be mindful, like as a whole, is sometimes we so quick to share and give out information and we don't really necessarily double check the source or the credibility of it, thinking you just trying to support and, you know, hey, look into it or whatever, but we don't really give any disclaimers. And sometimes people's influence, when you share something, they automatically think it's credible because you're sharing it. You're promoting the product, you're doing whatever, bring some form of credibility to what you're promoting. Yeah. Hopefully DJ Envy, however this case goes, hopefully justice is served in whatever capacity that may look like for those that were affected. You know, he realizes that you can't be putting your name on everything. And so you got to really do a lot more checking with the resources you have before you go and put your brand next to anything. Other than that, we have to see how this plays out in court. But that guy, I ended up going down a rabbit hole. He's been saying that about DJ Envy and them for a minute now. That he kind of peeped what they were doing. So I don't know. We got to see how this play out in court. DJ No Records Envy, because you know DJ Envy don't be spinning no records, man. He don't be knowing no songs, no nothing for real about his guest. But you know,
I definitely got the Ja Rule vibe. Like, because you the big name celebrity, you instantly are the one that, you know.
Yeah, because when y'all promote stuff,
people want to do it.
It makes people want to do it. You allowed your influence to bring credibility to the product you're promoting.
Right.
And again, y'all gonna have to stop doing that.
Yeah. I'm with you. All right.
He should have never spoke, though. He should have listened to my fellow male cancer. Charlamagne told him to be quiet multiple times. You are in a whole lawsuit. This is not the time to say anything. You got to really let things go. And I know it's hard, especially if you feel that you need to plead your innocence to public opinion. But public opinion, it got nothing to do with the law. Right. I hope he is quiet and says nothing without his lawyer.
And that's what he needs to do. You know what I mean? I don't know if Caesar is bad or whatever is going on, but Envy, this ain't looking good. And why that place still look like that?
Oh, there's definitely some fraud going on. Yeah. But what DJ Envy role was in it, we'll have to just see as the investigation and court proceedings develop. But it's looking like some fraud. It's looking like some fraud for sure. I mean, so far,
off the way, it ain't even done yet. Is weird.
It's looking like some fraud going on for sure.
Yeah, like, I'm not even talking about the one where they had the flip company, whatever. I'm talking about the apartments. Like,
it's looking like some fraud. It's looking like some fraud.
Yeah, that ain't Envy, bro.
Yeah, okay. It's looking like some fraud.
Okay. All right, this next segment, we're going to just stick to relationship stuff, dating stuff, because that's what the next two topics are about. I'm going to show y'all some clips about some dating. Now, listen, this is, we're going to have woman-to-woman conversations at this moment. Y'all know I wrote a book, right? I wrote a book. Y'all can go get it. It's called Woman-to-Woman, 10 Ways We Sabotage Relationships. Every now and then I have to have a segment where I talk to my women. And this is the segment where I'm going to talk to my women because ladies, what? What is what I have to say. I'm going to start with the oyster lady. All right. Let's watch this video. And then we're going to talk about it. Here we go.
A few weeks ago, out with my friends. This nigga been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him? Bitch, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here. They got the best fucking oysters in Atlanta, like, hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content. Come on. It's so good. Y'all, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm gonna eat, and I was coming anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. No, I wouldn't have did all that, but I did do all that. It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good. Oh my God. It was just so good. Like, I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. And the crab cakes, everything was so good. 10, baby. Why the fuck this bitch ass nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The fuck? I'm like, hold the fuck on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes, bitch. What the fuck this nigga at? Had to end up grabbing a tab, bitch. Nigga left me with his little one fucking drink. Yeah, bitch. I'm so glad bitch keep me some money, cause what? That was crazy to me. And I said, bitch, you running out on the tab. He talking about, I'm offering you to drink. The fuck are you talking about, bitch?
Is eating all those oysters safe? Like that was like 48 oysters.
It was 48 oysters.
Can you eat all that? Is that safe to consume that many oysters? I hate when people waste anybody's time.
Mm-hmm.
Male or female. You sat here and you already weren't interested in that man, and you thought you was getting you a free meal off of that, and he offered you to have drinks, and you ordered 48 oysters, and then you ordered drinks, and then you ordered some crab cakes and some potatoes. I'd have left your ass too. I'm not gonna use that. To me, that was very disrespectful because the way you did your entire commentary, you was never checking for that dude anyway. He asked you out for drinks to get to drinks. He didn't say 48 damn oysters. He probably would have paid for the first 12. You ordered 48 oysters.
Girl, and then I was irritated with the slurping that she was doing. Like, girl. Oh my God. Oh my God.
48 oysters is wild. Now you coined on TikTok as the oyster girl. That's crazy.
And you thought you ate. You thought that people was gonna be like, "Oh, he cheap. Why he ain't do it?" What is the deal?
No, what is wrong with you? 48 oysters? Like,
why does she feel entitled? Why does she feel like he was supposed to just drop a bag like that on her? Like, for what? She wasn't even giving him conversation. She was getting content. Like, you weren't even engaged. You see, he left, and his drink was probably barely even. It was still like almost full.
And then we know you was full of shit because we keep seeing these oysters. So you wasn't even like, your phone wasn't there. Like, you kept showing us all these oysters, and you was showing us you eating all 12 of these oysters, right? So where was the conversation? Because you was up here eating.
Oyster? Did you offer him an oyster? Like, can he get one? Yeah,
he dodged the bullet. Whoever you is, totally dodged the whole bullet because.
And I'm happy he got up and left. I'm happy he left with and didn't do nothing. And he said, "I cash out you for the drinks." And he said drinks, meaning he would pay for his drink and your drinks because he said, "Let's go out for drinks."
But I ain't paying for them 48 oysters, your potatoes, or your crab cakes, meow. And I don't blame him at all. I think people just have some entitlement and unrealistic expectations sometimes when it comes to dating. But what really did it for me is that you said you were already not interested. That already turned me off because you just went out for a free meal, wasted somebody's time. Oh no, ma'am. You and your oysters can go.
And I'm not even gonna go hard on her because we got another lady to talk about. So we're gonna talk about this Cheesecake Factory lady. And I was really trying to give y'all the edit, right? I was trying to give y'all the short version, but I feel like you have to watch the full video to see content. So sit back, relax, and buckle up because it's a little lengthy, but I feel like you need to see the full video. If it gets to where it's like redundant or whatever, I'm gonna stop it. But I feel like y'all need to see how it plays out to understand everything. A lot of times we only see clips and we don't know what really happened in the aftermath and what went down. So let's just watch it and see what happened.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it. Yeah. Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
yes. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. Look at, I mean, when you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean,
and then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least, you know.
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, like, even like when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Okay.
When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
again.
Maybe
I don't
we're not
know
there
yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made up.
There's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well, look at my planner, where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment, and that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, you know, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice fancy restaurant as Aria, especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I mean, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time that the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot.
I mean,
and waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, like, you know, the equivalent to that? I mean,
I literally
you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong with
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for that. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh no, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm up.
So you just want to call it a night? I mean, isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
He just pulled out of the parking space.
If I don't feel respected, I am not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Well, I mean, you are serious. You really leaving?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I mean, I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one.
Oh
so,
my God.
I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
All right, whatever. Well, I mean, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do.
All right, that is, I think that's enough of it. So let me just break it down again. A young lady and a young gentleman were supposed to have a first date. He told her to be ready at 4 o'clock. He picks her up and she's not ready. She does not have him come she does not have him come in her apartment. She makes him wait in his car while she's getting ready. She makes him wait in his car for hours. He had reservations for dinner. She was late getting downstairs, so they missed the reservation. So he didn't go to the Cheesecake Factory. They get to the Cheesecake Factory in the parking lot, and he goes out to open her door, and she locks it and says, and then she goes and starts recording on her phone. Right? That's where I was firstly irritated. Why do we got to tape everything? And it was like she was, I guess she was going live to try to embarrass him. Oh, he took me to yeah, I don't go to the Cheesecake Factory. No, he didn't. Oh, no. And she was just being real extra. He noticed she was taping. He said, "You want to talk about it?" So he said, "Okay." He got in the car. So then he broke everything down. Like, you were late. You had me wait. You wouldn't even like hold my hand or my arm when I tried to escort you. He was explaining certain stuff to her. And she was like, "I look like this. So I can't be in a Cheesecake Factory." What did she say? A chained restaurant? I was like, what? So he in turn said, "You know what? This ain't gonna work. I got certain rules for relationships, so I want to be respected. I need somebody that's willing to compromise, someone that's going to treat me nice, someone's going to do this, and you're clearly not going to be that person, so I'm going to take you home." And she's like, "You going to take me home? Why you going to take me home? Wait a minute. You don't want to like compromise or do something else? Why you want to do something else, girl? The compromise was you was late for the whole damn reservation for the fancy restaurant, so we said Cheesecake Factory. You didn't want to do that. Compromise is over." I was confused. What's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, Karma?
Number one, this is giving skit. This don't even give real life. Like that just it's something about it for me that gives skit. Like I can't put my finger on it. I feel like it's just the way that she directly keeps talking to the camera and not to him. It just gives a skit. And even him responding, like I feel like if you were in the moment, whether you were being respectful or not, like you're not gonna keep talking to a camera. It was just giving skit. So this feels like something for people to argue over. Number two, I think that first of all, there's nothing wrong with anyone's standards. If you're not an Applebee's, Dollar Drink, or a Cheesecake Factory chick, I don't have time to argue over what you personally feel like your first date standards needs to be. I think that needs to be a conversation that you have with whoever you want to court you. I'm not here to tell her that what's wrong with Cheesecake Factory. If that's not her thing, that's not her thing. Okay. But obviously that should have been a conversation within the process of him trying to court you or come up with a date. That chain restaurants is just something that you don't really have an interest of doing, so he could have planned accordingly. But it sounded like he did and you were late, which is another reason why this is giving very much skits. Let me give the comment section something to argue about. Like the oyster chick, I believe her. This one with the flipping of the hair and talking directly to the camera, like I don't believe what you're saying. This gift skit, but no,
she did a follow-up. She did a follow-up video, and I couldn't even watch it because she was talking so slow, trying to explain herself, that I was just like, I zoned out. Like it was how when Jada Pinkett talked, I zone out. It was like that. But she was talking extremely slow to where somebody took the video and sped it up and it was still slow. And I was like, I don't want to hear her. And then some podcaster had them both come on their show and interviewed them as well. I still don't know if it's real or not, but they was trying to keep it going. I was like, the situation ain't that serious for me to watch anymore. If I'm gonna just talk about it as a scenario, and I'm gonna just keep it moving. Like, you were late. You made him wait. You missed the reservation.
Who would want to, like, if you were really not feeling somebody, who the hell want to do a follow-up interview?
Right.
Like, you got, like, it's giving, for real, it's giving me skit. But maybe I'm wrong, but my gut is telling me this was all pre-planned. I just don't believe this is a real human interaction, because somebody would have been pissed. Okay, somebody would have been pissed.
Yeah.
You would have had a level of irritation. I don't believe it. But again, I'm here to fight nobody's preferences and standards. That's their preferences and standards. She don't do chain restaurant. See, what's happening is people aren't having communication effectively with people. So if you're a chain restaurant person and you try to take out a non-chain restaurant person, then y'all have this conflict where y'all go. If chains stay with chains and non-chains stay with non-chains, we wouldn't have this issue. People be out of their lane. And that's not a bad thing. It's not to say like she is better than those that want to go to Applebee's. It's just not your lane. It's not your type of chick or your type of guy. And people be trying to make fetch happen, and it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Stay in y'all like this. This is reason 2 million why everybody just need to be single. I swear to you. Like, it just is so much chaos over nothing.
Over nothing.
Really
Yeah.
nothing.
And okay, so let's just for conversation purposes, let's say it's real, right? Let's say it's a real situation. Even if you are not into chain restaurants, he had a non-chain restaurant at first. He showed you where y'all were going. He said, oh yes, that's where I should go. I think as a person that is asked out on a date, you have a responsibility as well, right? You made that man wait an hour in his car. That was inconsiderate and rude, and that was messed up. You missed your reservation. So it's not your fault that you have to go to a chain restaurant. I mean, it's not his fault you went to a chain restaurant. It's your fault, because restaurants like the one that she would want to go to, you can't be late to your reservation. You have to be there. You can't make someone wait an hour and then come down like, take me there.
It sounds like she a chain restaurant trying to disguise as not, because I don't understand why you wouldn't have been on time if your expectation was to go somewhere that would have required a reservation restaurant, and why you wouldn't have told him prior that you were running late, you know, for him to maybe have came an hour afterwards instead of sitting for an hour. That's why I said I don't know if this is real or not, because everything about it just doesn't make any sense to me. Her and total reaction makes any sense, and I'd have drove her ass home too.
Me too.
I
guess I wanted to just make the point that it, like, because people were arguing like cheesecake, and I was like, I'm not even gonna argue. I personally would eat Cheesecake Factory, so you know, whatever. But if that's not your thing, that's not your thing. But where she went wrong was how she handled. Number one, she put her phone out, want to tape it. That's wrong. Number two, the way she was treating him, like, oh, I got cute. I need to go somewhere better than that. I don't do this. You know, it was like, girl, you were late. You were the one that was late. So how can you, and knowing fancy restaurants that you have to have reservations at, because she was like, well, can you make a call? No, like, you
no, ma'am. You want a salad fork? You need to be on time. You need to be on time. If you want an average meal on a menu to be $50 or more, you need to be on time.
Exactly.
So you know, God bless that woman in her journey on finding whoever she thinks she's gonna find, and God bless that man that whoever he's gonna, you know, hopefully he also maybe needs to vet a little bit better. Because I don't even know how you got here with her. She seems like something that should have been irritable.
You couldn't tell from the conversations.
Yeah, she just seems like somebody that would have been annoying from jump.
Yes.
You know, depending on conversation.
It seemed like she would have told him from the beginning she don't like chain restaurants. Like, she seemed like the type that would have said that. That's why it was just weird. But again, a lot of these things I'll be thinking are skits, but
I really think it's a skit because just the way she just was, you know, it as a real human interaction. Somebody pulling out a phone and trying to embarrass you. I'm not saying that he should have cussed her out or anything. I just feel like it would have been like, I'm gonna go ahead and take you home because I don't like you recording me. I don't like this. Like, I'd have been already driving. You understand? Like, I just sometimes some stuff I just see, I just be like, this don't look like a real instant moment interaction of like how you would respond. And her just
honestly, I know some people that wouldn't handle it as calm, and they might have been a little more disrespectful. They might have cussed her out. They might have mushed her, and that's not the right way to deal with it. So
but I'm just saying, like, the keys would have been starting. You could have kept recording. I would have had to take you home. It's just something about the interaction for me that just doesn't seem genuine or authentic about it. Unlike the oyster chick where she was slurping on them. Everything about that seemed like you really did do that. That was a real thing.
Right.
Something about this interaction just did not feel real to me. But you know, who knows? Because I tell you, some people be riding this coattail, making you think it's real to the end. She says it's real cool. If it is real, I would be embarrassed to post that.
I would have too.
I would have been embarrassed to post that. People be thinking they're gonna get the reaction until they see them comment sections.
Yeah,
and it's not what you thought it was gonna. It's not giving what you thought it was gonna give.
Period.
God bless her.
Yes, and her journey.
And her journey.
Yes. God bless her. So, guys, that is it for the show tonight. We thank you so much for supporting us and watching. One thing I haven't done as well is let you guys know about my girl Karma. Y'all know she be like out here in these streets doing stuff too. Not only is she buying books and reading books, she designed some journals. So make sure you guys check her link that is in the description box. Support her on our Amazon store and get you one of these wonderful, beautiful journals for yourself. Y'all need to self-reflect a lot, especially if y'all having situations like these oyster ladies and the Cheesecake Factory ladies, and start journaling, okay? Because y'all need some help.
Now, I'm not gonna hold y'all. If you click my link tree right now, it is not gonna be in there. I have taken my Amazon storefront out of my link tree for right now because I'm heavily focused on being in solidarity with Palestinian people and what they have going through. So everything in my link tree is pretty much revolved around them, and I just didn't feel right plugging in like my store front right now. I'm kind of taking a break. You can always go on Amazon, search my name, Karma Fox, and buy a journal, but I don't have a direct link right now. Everything on my link tree is about how you can support, how you can send an email, all that type of things. I'm going live on TikTok at 10 p.m. where we're going to be sending emails and stuff. So, you know, give it a little while before I put that back on my link tree. I just really want to, y'all know I'm going to school for social work. That's like humanitarian stuff is like for real. What I'm passionate about and what I do. So that is pretty much my entire link tree at the moment. So if you don't see it there, you could just go to Amazon. If you really would like a journal, type Karma Fox in as the author, and then all of my journals will come up, and you can follow from when new journals are available.
Okay, that's fine. I just went to the site and I just grabbed
Yeah, like you can go buy it. Don't get it wrong. You can go buy it, but it's just not in my bio right now because I really wanted to focus on you know, the genocide that's happening overseas. And so I just kind of dedicated my link tree to like library resources and just all of the things. And those are what books are coming in the mail. So I've been really vigilant with focusing on that. So it's not in there right now. But my girl has put it in the chat. Like I said, you can go to Amazon yourself and support. And that's all I pretty much got. Girl, you got a book too. What you talking about?
I do got a book, y'all. Woman to Woman, 10 Ways We Sabotage Relationships. Y'all can get that on Amazon as well. It is in the actual description box, and the link works. So y'all can go and check that book out as well. Buy the book and send it to the oyster lady. Like, y'all give her that book, please, because she is in 3 chapters. 3 chapters is her. Period. Just and then the Cheesecake Factory lady, she's in 2 chapters. So please go ahead and send them a copy because I got a headache watching both of those. So We'll be back. I'm gonna talk to Karma this weekend. Hopefully, we can come back Sunday. I think we should review.
Girl, we can. I ain't got nothing going on. Girl,
Okay.
just tell me what's in.
Okay, and that way we'll get that right after, and then we'll come back Friday for some.
And that's probably best for real for our accountability check is to do it on Sunday.
Get out the way.
Because as the week go on, we have to ask each other, has one of us watched it yet? So if we make sure the show is on Sunday,
yes,
we'll be adamant to watch it on Saturday. So that's probably what we need to do. We'll forget.
Yes, we will. And then we like, I gotta watch this show. It'd be bad.
And then when we watch it, we be like, that was it. Like,
we do.
How you feel about this season with Love and Marriage Huntsville? I told y'all I couldn't do not one more episode of that expo, and they gave me another episode. I'm already giving it. It's already down to a C for me. I told you I could not do not one more episode about that expo. We already got another part of the expo to talk about.
I'm at the same place I was when we was doing the first half of it. Like by this 4th, 5th episode, I was kind of like the way Tiffany was like grilling Sheree. I was like, oh, that, it was a little interesting, but just because she was being a little messy. But I got over it real quick, and that's how it is now. Like initially, I was getting a little bit, but now I'm over it. Like I don't care. So
don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm a little scared about Real Housewives of Atlanta, sir. And
yeah, reality TV. I think that we are kind of over reality TV. The way that they produce it and the way they do it, a lot of fans are over it. Like we are just kind of like,
you know what I think is a good reality TV situation, and I'm not sure if it's already out here, but if it is, it's probably not out here with us. But there are just a lot of influencers and influence houses that I think might be more interesting because there's still a non-celebrity type of celebrity component. It's a new lane, right? Like influencers is new, and so like following them, building platforms, some of them may have money, some of them don't, mixing them in with people with huge platforms to just starting out, how they run that. I think that would be
a little more interesting,
more relatable than what we're.
That's why initially we like Love and Marriage Huntsville, because we didn't know these people and it was like real life. Like the first couple of seasons was real. It was very like, oh, but now we're getting a lot of produced situations. Plus we got these men that are just trash.
And that's what I said. If we kind of mix it with, I think influencers that are on TikTok that people keep saying need their own show. I think if you make an ensemble of influencers, I think that might be a little interesting. I might tune in depending on who you have, how you mix
it. As long as these influencers don't approach it like they housewives, like don't come in instantly with attitudes like, oh, and that girl over there, like don't.
But you know what? Some of them might. But that's why I said the mix of the cast is really important. I don't know if I actually want to see somebody with just 1 million followers that make it. I think I want to see a plethora of things. I want to see somebody completely new, maybe having only 10K followers, and somebody that's really being 1 million. I think I want to see a mixture.
Is it bad for television if the people get along? Like, is it bad? Like, can the conflict?
No, I think natural conflicts happens anyway, because we'll see YouTube beefs and TikTok beefs and Twitter beefs between.
But you know what though? Honestly, like some of my favorite YouTubers don't beef with each other. It be people like Tasha K that want to beef with people. You know what I mean?
But
like
she might be somebody. Well, I wouldn't put her on my payroll, but I'm saying her mixed with a couple other people. It don't have to be Armand Wiggins, but it could her or Armand mixed with somebody. You gotta have a different level of personalities. You gotta have a little bit of somebody that is a little bit more confrontational. You gotta have somebody that's chill. Like if they, I think I'm ready to start seeing some influencers.
Have we actually tried a recipe where it wasn't conflict though on the show and it just didn't work?
I think Tia and Tamira, I used to watch them on WeTV.
I like that show.
I like that show, but they had conflict.
But it was real conflict though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if we were to get like an influencer ensemble show, people have conflicts in their life. You can still see natural conflict and real stuff, but why does it always got to be beef within the girls and the cattiness and shade and like, why is that always
that's the thing. I think that sometimes we think it's got to be all girl or all guy cast, and it might not have to. I think it just depends on how it's developed. But I think that I would be more interested in seeing some of our everyday influencers, like what would they translate on the screen.
Yeah,
I think I would be interested in that, but it really doesn't have to be an all girl or an all guy cast. Like I said, I think if you really mix it up, if you have some people that are mutual, some people that don't know each other, to give some, like, it needs to look like social media on a TV screen. And some people are mutuals and some aren't, and some be tagging and fighting each other, and they don't know each other in real life. So I think if you add those components, right, of content creation, and then mix that into, well, what does your everyday look like? Some are full time, some go to work. What does that look like?
Okay,
I think it could be really, really good.
Yeah,
if it's done right. If it's done right, because everybody's not sitting in front of the TV screen with, paid brand deals. If you give me a mixture of somebody starting out that you feel when they coming off of work. And they scrubs, whatever, like we see them. Versus other ones that literally are doing this all day. I think it would be a really good mix.
I do too. I like that. We can get some people. I think when we come back next week, think of some of your favorite content creators that you would like to see. Let's just have our fantasy show.
I gotta really think about that, because then when we talk about influencers, is it the world of influencing? Is it specific niches like TikTok or YouTube or Twitter? Is it a combination? Is it all people? Is it all DIY people? Because them arts and crafts people be arguing too. Like what? It be drama with the crown girls too. So like it be drama on book TikTok, because I be on BookTok. It be drama everywhere. Or do you mix them? Do you mix everybody?
I don't know.
I put a little BookTok. I put a little this, little that. I spring a little bit of everybody.
A little bit of everybody, see what happens.
Yeah, just because you may do gossip, that doesn't mean that you also don't watch BookTok. Like I think that sometimes people just kind of focus on a niche and think that's all they do, but a lot of people are multifaceted.
Yeah, I'm on Craft Talk. I'm on BookTok. But they don't fight on my BookTok.
They've had a couple. It's been a couple of a woman that was like, "I'm the queen of BookTok." It's been a couple of little situations.
I got the prank people, some prank folks. I got the gossip people. I got some of the like more serious people.
It's the cooking girls.
Cooking.
I love live girlies. Yeah. It's a lot of avenues. So I don't know. I have to really think about that, because I'm on a lot of different sides of TikTok. So I have to really think about what that would look like.
Okay, all right. I think it's a fun thing to do. I think we need to shop this idea. Let's keep on getting this, because I'm getting tired of reality shows. I promise you, I am, y'all. Like I'll be like watching them. Like
you said, let me be an executive producer. Let me shoot it to Carlos King.
No, not Carlos, because then he's gonna produce the shit and it's gonna get terrible. No, don't give it to him.
All right, y'all. I gotta get ready for my TikTok live.
All right, Carmen says she's going live tonight, so y'all head on over and see what she got going on. You gonna be live on TikTok?
Yep, on TikTok.
Okay, y'all support.
At 10 o'clock, we got a little break. Okay, and then it's time to go to work.
I'm gonna check you out, girl. I'm gonna make sure you ain't fighting nobody. So I'm gonna check you out.
Girl, I be blocky block. People be waking up and choosing violence against me. It is crazy. I be sending Candy stuff like, why are people waking up and choosing violence? I could just be in a comment section like, oh, I don't agree with that.
I told you, Carmen, you
can't be up here like, and you know what?
You can't go live without letting me know, so I can at least watch it or screen record it or something.
I was tussling me in these streets, but that's okay though, because I can fly big. So it's not a big deal to me. But
right. Yes.
All right, y'all.
So we will take y'all on Sunday. So we love y'all, and thank you so much for watching. If you like it, I love it, and we will talk to you.
We're out. Peace.
Bye, guys.